Jay Leno had a moving admission about his marriage. Jim Bakker and Lori Bakker, 22 years. Jim and Lori Bakker's story is an incredible journey of healing, hope, and renewal. When they met after Jim was released from prison and Lori had escaped her abusive first marriage, both were wounded but willing to help heal the other, a gesture that set in motion their remarkable destiny together. It was a momentous day when Lori realized her lifelong dream of motherhood by adopting 5 children with Jim. Soon thereafter came the purchase of a house for those who needed shelter. Have you ever heard such a beautiful tale? John Oliver and Kate Norley, 9 years. When John Oliver's Last Week Tonight correspondent encountered the veteran war medic, Kate Norley, at the Republican National Convention in 2008, a spark was ignited. After their first encounter, they began dating, and 2 years later decided to take their relationship one step further by getting engaged. After a blissful union in 2011, John and his beloved Kate welcomed their 2 sons into their lives. Nearly 10 years later, the couple continued to nurture each other's growth and an unwavering bond as they strive to provide for their kids. Recognized worldwide for his comedy talent, John has received 8 Emmys out of countless awards. It's safe to conclude that this family of 4 are thriving. Andrew Lincoln and Gail Anderson, 14 years. Everyone is familiar with Andrew Lincoln's iconic portrayal of Rick Grimes on the beloved horror series The Walking Dead. However, not many are aware that he has a beautiful family too. He first encountered his soulmate Gail Anderson while directing an episode for British TV series Teachers, and they've been inseparable ever since. After 14 years of being together as partners, they now share 2 children and reside in London, surrounded by joyous harmony. While this private couple does their best to keep their domestic life away from public view, it's clear that deep love continues to drive them forward every day. Jake Tapper and Jennifer Marie Brown, 15 years. In 2004, while on assignment to cover the Iowa caucuses in Des Moines, CNN's chief Washington correspondent, Jake Tapper, encountered Jennifer Marie Brown. Immediately taken by her beauty and charm, he asked her out on a date the following day, thus beginning their remarkable journey of unity. After 2 years of courtship and building up a strong bond between them, they finally exchanged vows in 2006 and have since been blessed with 2 beautiful children, Alice Paul Tapper and Jack. Even after all these years together, Jake still loves his wife more than ever, often sharing glimpses from their perfect life via social media. George Takei and Brad Altman, 34 years. With an iconic role as one of the most beloved characters in Star Trek, George Takei's fame amongst 80s kids skyrocketed. As a testament to his success and popularity, NASA even bestowed upon him the honor of having an asteroid named after him, asteroid 7307 Takei. In 2005, during a candid interview with reporters taking on current event topics, he boldly revealed that he was in a relationship with Brad Altman. They eventually married 3 years later. Nowadays, these 2 lovebirds are still going strong, and their romance is simply too precious for words. Jodie Foster, married to Alexandra Hedison for 6 years. After a year of courtship, Jodie Foster and renowned photographer Alexandra Hedison made their union official in an intimate ceremony. Not the type to flex on the gram or make grand public statements about their love, they have nevertheless been seen out together hand in hand or with arms around each other's shoulders. Although both may not have had successful relationships before, this one, so far, appears to be flourishing. Diletta Leotta and Danielle Scardina, 1 year. When Diletta Leotta almost married Matteo Mammi, she thought love had found her. As the saying goes, you can choose who to make your decision, but often fate has other plans in store. It was certainly true for this stunning presenter when her engagement with him got called off, and instead it sparked a romance between her and professional boxer Danielle Scardina. By his charm, or perhaps by some magical alignment of the stars, they've now fallen totally head over heels in love with one another. Danielle calls Malibu home, and the pair is often spotted just a stone's throw away from the shoreline in a tranquil setting. Pictures of them together paint an image of unbridled contentment and pure admiration for one another. Philip McGraw, married to Robin McGraw for 44 years. When Dr. Phil McGraw, popularly known as the beloved TV personality, found out that his now wife Robin had never flown on an airplane before, he charmed her with a romantic gesture by taking her aboard his own plane and treating her to a special flight. Shortly after they came back from their Christmas holiday together, where Phil proposed to Robin, they've since been married for over 44 years, despite rumors of divorce, and even have 2 sons. It's truly inspiring how love can last through thick and thin when you take it seriously. Leighton Meester and Adam Brody, 6 years. After the public witnessed Leighton Meester and Adam Brody walk down the aisle as a married couple in 2014, questions about their relationship began flooding in. Little did anyone know that it all started with an unrequited love on the Oranges set. Although Brody was interested, at this time Leighton wasn't ready to begin dating again, until they reunited once more for life partners. Now we look back, knowing how fatefully fortuitous their meeting must have been. History has proven so much can arise from chance encounters. Bruce Willis and Emma Hemming, 11 years. In pop culture, Bruce Willis has become a beloved hero in many of our hearts. Rather than having a sidekick that follows him around like most superheroes usually do, he traded it out for something even more special: the beautiful Emma Hemming. She's not only gorgeous, but also an accomplished supermodel and his wife as well. From Die Hard to the iconic trilogy Unbreakable, Bruce remains untouchable no matter what role he takes on next. This couple's had the pleasure of being companions for 11 years, in addition to having 2 beautiful daughters. With plentiful financial resources and time, as well as a shared love between them, their lives are truly perfect. Erin Burnett and David Rubalata, 8 years. Nothing builds a connection faster than sharing the same interests, right? That's exactly what happened with Erin Burnett and David Rubalata when they first met. Both having similar backgrounds as economic analysts made for an easy conversation, which quickly ignited sparks of love between them that soon developed into an intimate relationship. After 9 years of courtship, this lovely couple finally tied the knot and embarked on a beautiful marriage journey. As life got busier, with 2 sons and 1 daughter in tow, nothing stopped them from achieving harmony and success. We can't help but wish that their relationship will last for eternity. Dierks Bentley and Cassidy Black, 15 years. Can you envision dating the same person from 8th grade and eventually marrying them? Dierks Bentley and Cassidy Black can, because that's what happened for them. Even when they were younger, she believed Bentley was nothing but trouble, but here we are today, married 17 years later. After relocating to Nashville in pursuit of his musical aspirations, Bentley never ceased writing correspondence to Cassidy, who had relocated to San Francisco following her own passion. When she was eventually invited by Bentley for one of his shows in Las Vegas, the moment she entered the tour bus, it became clear that he would be with whom she'd spend eternity. Tommy Lee and Brittany Furlan, 3 years. Who could have imagined that the eccentric Motley Crue drummer, Tommy Lee, would become enamored with a social media star? Previously partnered with Baywatch actress Pamela Anderson, this wild performer is now entranced by another. 10 years after their breakup, Lee and Brittany Furlan's unlikely union had created a social media storm. With over 2.6 million followers on Instagram, the couple can't keep their eyes off one another and tickle us with humorous posts now and again. They're married to each other today. Who would have thought? Jason Statham and Rosie Huntington, 10 years. Action movies and Jason Statham have become almost inseparable, leading many to mistakenly think that his on-screen persona is an extension of who he is in real life. However, the truth reveals a much softer character. Statham has been happily with former Victoria's Secret brand ambassador Rosie Huntington Whitney for nearly 10 years. It appears even tough guys can have a tender side too.
It's clear that these two are made for each other, as their passion only continues to grow with time. You'd often see the couple joined together at the hip out in public, and it was no surprise when they decided to take their relationship one step further by getting engaged. We can't help but be excitedly on our toes waiting for wedding bells of this dynamic duo soon. Rowan Atkinson and Louise Ford, 6 years. Rowan Atkinson, a man once voted the funniest alive, has had an extraordinary acting career. His iconic works like Mr. Bean and the Johnny English franchise have made him quite wealthy. Rowan's passion for comedy must certainly have been instrumental in his marriage to Louise Ford, who is also a comedian and actress. After being together for the past 6 years, it's evident that laughter has been the perfect remedy for their relationship as they're shining. 2 years ago, the couple welcomed a little bundle of joy into their lives, and with such hilarious personalities, we doubt there's ever an unamusing moment at the Atkinsons household. Adam Sandler and Jackie Sandler, 20 years. Adam Sandler is a master of comedy and one of the most prominent names in Hollywood. Despite his continued fame, he still values keeping his private life out of the public eye. He's managed to stay mysterious despite receiving love from fans and heavy media attention alike. For the last 2 decades, Adam Sandler has been married to his gorgeous wife, Jackie. Despite becoming a well-known actor and achieving wealth beyond measure, the romantic at heart still takes her out on dates like it's their early days of courting. He considers his marriage to be the best thing that's ever happened to him in life, much better than any success he found in Hollywood. Rita Wilson and Tom Hanks, 30 years. Tom Hanks is a multi-talented actor who's stolen our hearts in the many roles he's played throughout his incredible career. But it doesn't end there. Tom also enjoys an enviable and successful relationship. Despite a failed marriage in the past, Hanks was determined to give love one more try with Rita Wilson. This ended up being exactly what he was looking for. For over 3 decades, this mesmerizing pair has deeply loved each other, and their synchrony is reflected in the combined net worth of $500 million, which makes them one of Hollywood's most iconic couples. They'll be celebrating 31 years together come this year, an eternity full of mutual affection. Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, 23 years. When you ask people to name the 3 most iconic Hollywood couples, these two will always come up. They've been a beloved showbiz power couple for 20 years, and their relationship has been publicized around the world. However, when it comes to celebrity dating, there are often malicious rumors about breakups from jealous detractors trying to bring them down. In the face of numerous rumors and stories, Mr. and Mrs. Smith persevered in their love for each other and are now proud parents to 2 aspiring teenage children who have had an opportunity to learn from their parents' experience with showbiz. With a stable foundation at home built on love, it won't be long before these kids make their own big break. Jay Leno and Mavis Leno, 39 years. Jay Leno may be popularly known for his passion for cars, but what's truly impressive is the admiration he has towards his magnificent wife, Mavis. Despite their simple wedding ceremony 4 decades ago, they've established a lasting and strong relationship. Drawing on their successful marriage, Leno offers a suggestion to all couples: know that nothing is worth fighting over. This crucial understanding has helped them stay together throughout the highs and lows of dating in the public eye. The pair serves as an ideal illustration for those striving to maintain strong unions.